Welcome in, fans, to CSW Iron Sharpens Iron. Before we get to the action, let's go over and take a look at tonight's card. Tonight, we have Luke Langley taking on Gil Rogers. We also have Austin Reddick taking on the big Maddox. We also have the premiere with Roscoe Leech taking on the Haykeepers. America's sweetheart Ethan Price goes one-on-one with Papa Lipto. Mike Outlaw takes on the giant killer Scott Tyler with Roscoe Leech in his corner. And in a three-way dance here at CSW's Iron Sharpens Iron, we have Conan Lycan versus Dan the Dad versus second to none, Kitty Alfonso. And in tonight's main event, it's a 60-minute Iron Man match winner-take-all for the CSW and DWF championships. The Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt, goes one-on-one with Magnum, Dak, Draper. All right, and we are going to get things started off with a bang here tonight at CSW's Iron Sharpens Iron as Miracle Violence Reborn with Greg Jovi takes on the Howletts with Coach Froz. Let's throw it to Ben Simon for the introductions and start this card now.
Iron Sharpens Iron, where tonight, title for title, 2 champions will enter and only one man will remain at the end of the night. But before we begin, please welcome the owner and matchmaker here at Central States Wrestling, Michael Strider.
Welcome everybody to CSW Iron Sharpens Iron. I'm Ben Miller, doing my best Joey Styles impression here tonight as I fly solo for one of the biggest cards of the summer, Iron Sharpens Iron, and we welcome Michael Strider to the ring with an important announcement.
Thank you, Ben. Welcome to Violence, or what is it?
Iron Sharpens Iron.
Iron Sharpens Iron. I came up with the name. You think I'd know it? Hey, listen, real quick. We're going to start off with the Miracle Violence Reborn versus the Howletts. We're going to do that right now. But some of you may know and some of you may not know, our friend Sonny Mayo lost his son recently, a couple of weeks ago. And Sonny has been a great long-time fan of professional wrestling and a good friend of mine too. So we wanted to dedicate one match. Every July show, we're going to have the Nicholas Vincent Mayo Memorial Match. And that match is this one that's coming up. And Sonny, I love you, buddy. I wish there was more I could do, but all our hearts, all our thoughts are with you, man. May your son rest in peace.
Absolutely. Everybody stand. What a glorious tribute to a great fan here in the Kansas City area.
A lot of People
Strider's
getting
not
jumped
done.
from the back. There's been a lot of violence over here in the concession stand area, over here in the souvenir stand. So what I want right now, before this match even begins, I want security to come out to keep both of these teams apart before the bell rings. So if I could get all the security out here, please. Referees too.
Strider is making an executive decision here. That's how out of control this match is, or this rivalry has become. You guys need to watch Violence Begets Violence, last month's show on YouTube right now, well, after this show is over, and witness the brutality that both of these teams displayed to each other. This rivalry is at a fever pitch.
Take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest for
Man, we are starting off with a bang here at Iron Sharpens Iron. I almost put a Michael Strider there.
There you go. With a 30-minute time limit.
Here comes Greg Jovi making his way to the ring. That son of a gun, Greg Jovi. Always never short of words. Wearing his most obnoxious leather suit to date. At least it's not the white one.
Thank you, everyone, for all the love and support. I appreciate you all so much. I'm so happy that this security team is out here.
Jeez, how long do we have to suffer this guy?
Defense attorney, because what you are about to see, what you are about to witness, could be considered murder in most states. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness a violent spectacle unlike any other. You are about to witness Moonshine, Mantel, and Derek, by God, Neil, Unical Violence Reborn.
Here we go. The Miracle Violence Reborn is making their way to the ring. Greg Jovi making the introduction. This is going to be chaos personified. And here they come. Moonshine Mantel, Derek Neal, Miracle Violence Reborn. Two of the most intense competitors that I have ever been around. And folks, this isn't hyperbole. Moonshine Mantel, Derek Neal are as intense in that ring as they are backstage. Trust and believe when I tell you, this is not a gimmick, folks. These men are out to hurt people. And tonight, will the security, will this building be able to hold the hatred that has come to pass between the Howletts and Miracle Violence Reborn? Listen to this ovation from the tribe. Take it in, folks. The crowd is literally on their feet. Oh my God, and Anaya. If there is a loose cannon in the group, it's Anaya, and he wanted to jump through the security officials and get at Miracle Violence Reborn. Anaya is incensed. Anaya, so if you guys don't remember, if you didn't see the last show, Anaya and Hoodie Howlett were both jumped at their merchandise table during intermission in front of their families, and all hell is about to break loose. And here we go. Iron Sharpens Iron is off with a bang. Anaya Howlett throwing haymakers and bombs, not to be outdone. Hoodie Howlett and Moonshine Mantell throwing bombs. This security force cannot detain the hatred of these two teams, and we've already spilled to the outside. It's going to be hard to keep an eye on this action with both teams on the outside, folks, but I'm going to do the best that I can. Flying solo here tonight at Iron Sharpens Iron. Look at it. Oh, Derek Neal whips Anaya into that security railing. It gives him one of the hardest knife edge chops that I've ever heard. As Hoodie is throwing bombs to Moonshine Mantell on the other side of the ring. Look at those overhand rights by Hoodie Howlett. I knew that the National Guard themselves aren't going to be able to hold these two teams back from beating the hell out of each other here tonight. And thank you so much, folks, for joining us right here at CSW's Iron Sharpens Iron, right on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe down at the bottom. We are the premier pro wrestling company in the entire country, and dare I say, the entire world. As you hear the crowd erupt in Hoodie chants, the Howletts really feeling themselves here tonight. Oh my God! Double cannonballs into the security railing. Miracle Violence Reborn might be Miracle Violent dead. Those are big men colliding, and Hoodie's pointing for something. He wants a steel chair. Oh, I don't like this. The security team, that poor kid trying to stand in between Hoodie Howlett and Vengeance. Gets so wrapped up in the action, I kept tripping over my own words. I think he's to decapitate Moonshine Mantell. He's put his neck over that security railing. Oh my God, and he almost took him out. Moonshine bails at the last minute with the help of Greg Jovi. Hoodie and Anaya have surrounded Greg Jovi, and Payback Jovi is a bitch. And Jovi somehow worms his way out of it, damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to be impartial here, but it's hard. Keep your eye on Hoodie Howlett. Beautiful textbook Howletts dropping the senton, and instead of going for the cover, Hoodie is just dropping bombs. Hoodie does not care about the rules here tonight. If you expect him to follow the rules, you have another thing coming. This is about vengeance. Surprisingly, Hoodie makes it to the outside. Oh, hard uppercut by Derek Neal.
Match is now officially underway.
Match is now officially underway as you hear from Ben Simon. Tag in to Moonshine Mantell. You are not going to see a Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express tag team extravaganza here. What you're going to see is a fight, and they've already proven that as Moonshine Mantell rains down right hands onto the face of Anaya, and Anaya rolls out of it. He ain't having it either. Anaya, like I said, is the loose cannon, if you will, of the group. Stomping on the fingers. Moonshine is a piranha that smells blood in there most of the time. Even if there is no blood, Moonshine Mantell, like I said, so intense. He is intensity personified. Makes a tag into Derek Neal. Anaya still has a lot of P&V left in him. Neal firing one of those left hands. Moonshine with a pristine finger gesture to Hoodie Howlett. Good tag team wrestling, power slam, nicely executed. Hook of the leg, 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count. Derek Neal raining down left hands. And Anaya challenging him to throw him again. Anaya will not stay down. Look at Anaya. He wants to fight from both angles as he's fired away. Like I said, folks, he got jumped in front of his daughter last show. He got humiliated and beaten up in front of his child. That's what kind of hatred is now boiling between Miracle Violence Reborn and the Howletts. As Moonshine continues to choke away on Anaya with the sole of his boot. And even still, Anaya taking swipes at Greg Jovi. Can't blame him there. Jovi's an annoying pest. Wish I could take a swipe or two at that guy. Oh, look at this. Goading him in. Moonshine Mantell actually using smart tag team wrestling. The referee is trying to keep Hoodie Howlett back into his corner and wait for the legal tag. And in the meantime, a thunderous chop over the chest of Anaya. As you heard our matchmaker Michael Strider say at the beginning of this match, this is a match dedicated to the memory of one Nicholas Vincent Mayo, who passed away just a few short weeks ago. Crowd, nice Northern Lights suplex. Only gets a 2 count. Nicholas and his dad Sonny are longtime professional wrestling fans here in the Kansas City area. And it's a fitting dedication to somebody who loved this sport as much as all of us did, or do. Another finger gesture for Hoodie Howlett by the ever-quiet Moonshine Mantell. Hearty Moonshine Sucks chant breaks out here at the Lenexa National Guard Armory. Anaya fingertips away from making the tag, goes over for a sunset flip, legs over the shoulders, gets a 2 count, but there's a big body separating that tag from happening, and Moonshine knows it. Quick leg drop, nicely executed. 1, 2, and Anaya out again at 2. It almost seems like a normal match would have been over by now with the beating that Anaya has taken, but he's being powered by hatred right now. It's going to be hard to hold Anaya down tonight. You might have to drop the entire roof of the building on him. Moonshine back, and Anaya up into the corner, makes a tag to Derek Neal. A methodical Neal stalking his prey. Drapes him over the top rope, and here comes Neal with a running Yakuza boot right to the side of the head. Neal stomping on the fingers, on the metacarpals, if you will. The tribe is in full force here tonight. Great crowd here at the Lenexa National Guard Armory as we continue a string of just incredible capacity events. Beautiful neck breaker. Can Anaya make the tag? There he goes. He's got the tag to Hoodie and a tag to Moonshine Mantell. And Hoodie with a house full of fire throwing those bombs, baby.
5 minutes of match to the match. 5 minutes now.
You just heard Ben Simon say 5 minutes have elapsed in the official match, but the beatings have been on for about 10 minutes as Hoodie splashes Moonshine Mantell into the corner. Moonshine feeling this. Oh, look at that. Derek Neal pulled down the top rope, and Hoodie takes a nasty spill to the outside. What a way to start off Iron Sharpens Iron with this amazing tag team contest. Moonshine runs Hoodie's head into that top rope. Anaya's been on the outside for a while. Moonshine running in with a nice clothesline right across the neck of Hoodie Howlett. Whipping Hoodie into the ropes. big double shoulder tackle, floors Hoodie. Neil, the legal man, hops back in the ring, hooks the far leg, only gets it. Crowd still solidly, obviously. The tribe, like I said, the tribe is here in full effect. Nice left hand overhand strike by Neil, and that seems to have just pissed off Hoodie as he gets that'll stop any rally of offense. A nice strike to the throat.
You brought this on yourself. You got that kick.
Oh, look at Greg Jovi saying, you brought this on yourself. And now Hoodie's grabbed the neck of Jovi. He's trying to strangle the life out of him. And Moonshine Mantell puts a stop to that with a couple of boots to the side of the head. Derek Neal remembering Hoodie has had an injured ankle for a lot of this year. So Neal is stomping away on that ankle. Moonshine with the boot up. Neal runs him into the boot of Moonshine Mantell, makes the tag into Moonshine. Good tag team wrestling here shown by the Miracle Violence Reborn. Drop kick by Derek Neal, impressive drop kick. Look at that strength by Moonshine Mantell, hooks the leg, only gets a 2 count, and I in there to break up the pinfall attempt. Pound for pound, oh look at this. Takes both legs out from underneath Anaya, stomping away on him. Moonshine Mantell, pound for pound, maybe one of the strongest athletes I've ever seen in a pro wrestling ring, not just here in CSW. Hoodie chants rain out through the arena here at the Lenexa National Guard Armory. Making the tag, no one there to be found. And Moonshine connects with a hard clothesline. Hit him so hard he's shaking the feeling back into his arm, holding the ankle so he can make a tag to Neil, making sure Hoodie can't make that needed tag to Anaya. Neil's gonna measure this next shot. Oh, drops a knee. Nicely put right into the throat. Lateral press only gets a 2 count. Hoodie Howlett desperately needs to make a tag to Anaya. Anaya's like a caged beast out there. He wants every bit of Miracle Violence Reborn and then some. Hoodie Howlett crawling, trying to make the tag. Not quite there. He's got to hold that tag rope. You see Anaya doing it right there. And look at Hoodie pushing both of the Miracle Violence Reborn off. And there's the tag to Anaya, and Anaya comes in, firing right hands to the jaws of both Neil and Moonshine Mantell. Derek Neal throwing him into the corner. Anaya up and over. Oh, drives both knees to the base of the neck of Neil. Goes behind him. What is he going for here? Picks him up, looks like a reverse suplex almost. Oh, drops him right on his knee on the back of the head. This could do it too. Oh, Neil kicks out at 2 7/8. At this rate, folks, I'm gonna lose my dang voice by the end of the night. What a tag team war we're seeing here to start Iron Sharpens Iron. Naya picking up Neil like he's nothing. Moonshine in the ring. Now Hoodie's in the ring, all 4 men. Referee's gonna have a hell of a time breaking this apart. Moonshine and Hoodie Howlett spill to the floor. Neil's got the sleeper locked on. Anaya floats over, he's holding it on. That's it! That's it! Anaya, with all of his weight on the shoulders of Neil, seeks a pin in. The Howletts are your official winners, but Neil not taking kindly to the offense as Moonshine and Hoodie continue to throw bombs on the outside. And Neil just picking apart the carcass after the bell like a coward. I shouldn't say that too loud. Neil might find me backstage and put a beating on me. Well, look at this. Those two brutes are starting to throw haymakers of their own in the center of the ring. Moonshine Mantell coming back with the ring. This war is far from over. The Howletts may have won the battle, but the war rages on here in the Armory. They got the leather strap out. That leather strap that Derek Neal carries to the ring, and he's choking the life out of Anaya. Oh, here comes Greg Jovi. Good gravy. What is he spraying it? He sprayed that cleaner in the face. What the hell? He sprayed it in the face of Anaya. Good God. And those are chemicals. Saw the ref cleaning the ring with those chemicals. What the hell is wrong with Jovi? They're already choking him with the leather strap and they spray chemicals in his eyes? What the hell? Sorry, that's a little too far, guys. We're trying to dump water into the eyes of Anaya. We could have a serious medical situation on our hands here, folks. From my vantage point, I heard a chair maybe ring down across the back of Hoodie Howlett. I can't quite see, folks. I'm so sorry, but Miracle Violence Reborn is, again, they're getting one up again on the Howletts. Dang it. One has to wonder if Coach Froz is watching somewhere and sense that his tag team, his friends, his family, his tribe are being decimated by the three biggest son of a guns in our business. Dang it. Referees and security try to clear Anaya from ringside, assessing the damage that's been done. That cleaner just sprayed it. You can hear Anaya screaming. Hoodie's down on the outside. Anaya's down. They won the match, folks, but like I said, this is far from over. This is a war. And I don't know what the next chapter is, but it's frightening to think about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Our next contest is presented by Kincaid Arcades, Kansas City's locally owned arcade. Pay admission and play all day at Kincaid Arcade. This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Now that we've cleared the chaos in the last match, let's move on to our second contest of the night as Black Diamond Luke Langley takes on perennial favorite Gil Rogers. Black Diamond Luke Langley on quite the tear.
Introducing first, from Manhattan, Kansas, 203 pounds, Black Diamond Luke Langley.
As I was saying, Luke Langley on quite the tear since coming into CSW. Didn't start off the greatest, but then seemed to have this complete switch in attitude that led him to be an actual killer here in CSW. And Luke Langley racking up win after win after win here tonight. And one has to wonder, after Gil Rogers' surprising, honestly, victory at last month's show, is he gonna pull out another feel-good story of the year, taking on Luke Langley here tonight? Gil Rogers trying to make it 2 in a row here at Iron Sharpens Iron. And there he is. The man, the myth, the Kansas City legend in a lot of fans' hearts.
210 pounds, Gil Rogers.
Did I just see Gil Rogers give some kid money in the front row? Love that. Give me some money. Like I said, everybody loves Gil. Gil pulling out a victory at last month's show. First victory in Kansas City. Boy, oh boy, does he have his work cut out for him tonight. Luke Langley and his Brainbuster are looking to pick up a victory here. This match is sponsored by King K, one of the premier arcade bars that we have here in the Kansas City Metro. Gil looking to be in phenomenal shape, taking his time to get in the ring. Gil never in a hurry. The referee for the contest is Nick Chin. Gil Rogers has quite the history in the Midwest. Has wrestled over a 20-year career, I believe. He's wrestled all over the world.
20, your referee, Nick Chin.
Especially known in Kansas City right here before CSW, wrestled in the NWL. Well, he was the perennial crowd favorite there as well. That's where he picked up the reputation of being Kansas City's favorite underdog. Luke Langley, quite an extensive history. Been in the business quite a long time. Getting into tremendous shape over the last 2 years and really refining his wrestling skills. Also developing quite the mean streak. Nice leg sweep by Gil Rogers. Make that 2 in a row. Gil with a nice hip toss. Picks him up. Big body slam coming up. Kick out at 1 by Black Diamond Luke Langley. Nice knee to the midsection. Back elbow catches Gil right behind the ear. Mess up your equilibrium. Whips him to the ropes. Gil, nice cross body block. 1. It's another 1 count on Black Diamond. Gil hits the far side. There's the monkey flip. Beautifully executed by Gil Rogers. Oh, is Gil going for a pile drive? No. Going for a big boot. Luke Langley wisely goes to the outside, not wanting any more of the offense from Gil Rogers. Ten count on the outside here on CSW. Luke Langley breaks it up at a 4. Slides back under the bottom rope. Doing some Hindu squats right now, showing that Gil's ready for action whenever and wherever. Gil recovering from a double quad injury earlier this year, showing that those quads are in fine shape by doing those Hindu squats. Langley catches and whips his neck over the second rope. Langley suckering him in almost. Oh no, what is he doing here? Langley wraps his leg around the pole. I don't care how many Hindu squats you're gonna do, that's gonna separate your patella. I feel like Will Monsoon when I do medical terms like that. Langley once again wrapping the leg of Gil Rogers around that steel ring post, that unforgiving steel ring post. Langley continues the assault on that left knee of Gil Rogers, hammering it over the side of the apron. Crowd really letting Langley have it here tonight. Langley stomping away on the side of the knee. He knows that might be his key to victory tonight. Taking out Gil's leg. I mean, if he's hobbled, he's not going to be able to perform any kind of high-risk maneuver or any power move for that matter. Langley choking away. Langley shoulders right in the midsection. Gil Rogers still has plenty of fight, throwing those clubbing blows to the back of Luke Langley. Now Luke wrapping the leg around that middle rope, really torquing on it. Man, he is brutalizing that knee of Gil Rogers. Nice knife edge chop. Not to be outdone, Gil firing back on Luke. You can hear those echoing off every corner here in the armory. First on the Irish whip, nice leg lace takedown. Again, Langley stays on the assault of that left knee. Langley smiling like the Cheshire Cat, seemingly thinking that the victory is shortly at hand for Black Diamond. Driving that knee once again. Just taking the assault. I don't think I've ever seen Gil hobbled like this, especially since returning from his injury. Luke firing a series of kicks to that quad too, trying to get that hamstring to knot up. Beautiful back elbow to the side of the head.
5 minutes elapsed in the match.
Puts his leg over the shoulder and just again, the onslaught to the knee continues. Langley measuring his next shot. Gil Rogers ducks and fires one of his own. Make that 2. Once again, Langley stays one step ahead, breaking the neck. Oh no, Gil Rogers slips out. Cat has him in a butterfly, could be going for that butterfly suplex. Langley spins out of that, elevates him, knees him right in the face, and almost like a spinning kick to the back of the leg, and Gil Rogers collapses. He could be in trouble here, folks. Sitting down, using the rope to elevate himself, and sitting down right on the knee of Gil Rogers. Look at Langley now taunting Rogers, playing a little psychological warfare with Gil Rogers. It's not just the body that's improved of Luke Langley in the last 2 years, it's the mind. He is like a viper in there. He plays mind games with his opponents. He suckers them in, he lures them in, and eventually, it seems like lately at least, they all fall prey to the brainbuster. Will Gil Rogers be his next victim here tonight? Rogers getting fired up by the crowd. He has always been invigorated by the crowd here in Kansas City. Nice back elbow, right to the top of the head, little Dusty Rhodes, baby. Picks up, elevates, oh man, atomic drop by Gil Rogers, boot to the midsection, has him in that butterfly suplex, beautifully done. Gil Rogers slapping that leg, he might be going for that knee strike, that high knee. Langley dives out of the way and kicks his leg right out from underneath him. Didn't connect all of that, kind of scrapes the top of his head too. No, Rogers kicks out at 2. Langley almost pulled him up at the same time. Again, trying to maybe toy with him, play a little bit of more mind games with Gil Rogers. Langley now, oh, Oh, now that one got all of it right underneath the chin. Rogers is out. This is academic for Luke Langley. The Black Diamond will definitely pick up a victory here. He's not even covering him. He's just toying with him. Like, I can't understand why he just wouldn't go for the cover. I think he had it dead to rights. And now he's picking him up with his foot. He's gonna, oh, come on. Oh, kicks him in the side of the head and he just slumps over. Gil Rogers is out. Luke Langley, again, prying him off the canvas. This is an assault now at this point. And Langley kicks him again, and Gil Rogers, he can't fight back anymore. Oh, and Langley just laughing about it as he kicks him in the side of the dang head again. Gil's just done. He's done. He's sticking forward. I mean, it's almost like I want the referee to call the match. I mean, it's over. Langley has delivered kick after kick to the face of Gil Rogers. I mean, this is hard to watch. Oh God! Right to the side of the head. That's it. Referee Nick Chan has to stop this match. I mean, guys. This is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. Even Langley looks like he's telling him to stay down. He's raising his hands. 1, 2. This is it. This is it. Ring the bell. 3. Luke Langley is your winner. I'll be damned. What the heck? Gil Rogers is up. What? And he eats another super kick. And another one, and he's back down again. It's over. This is it. Referee Nick Chin will stop this match. I mean, if I had a white towel, I'd throw it in. And Gil still, guys, come on. Can someone stop the damn match? Oh my God. Again. Langley put him to bed. Langley put him to bed. I'm begging you. And now he's signaling for the death strike or the death shot. The Brainbuster. This will put a nail in the coffin of Gil. 1, 2, 3. He got him. He got him. He got him.
10 minutes, 48 seconds. Your winner by pinfall.
Did he just sucker all of us?
Rogers.
He got him. Son of a bitch, Gil did it. After taking super kick after super kick, and Luke Langley is beside himself. Gil Rogers with a small package. I don't even know if he knew what he was doing. Or did he? Is Gil Rogers the smartest man in our business? Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Langley is literally throwing a tantrum. He cannot believe that he got suckered, as we all did by Gil. They are calling him Loser Langley. As we go into match number 3 tonight, folks, don't forget, we still have the dynamic 60-minute Iron Man match for all the marbles here in CSW. Dak Draper takes on Jeremy Wyatt. Oh, son of a gun. This guy again. Just give me one show. Give me one show, Michael Strider, if you're listening to this, without this guy constantly. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
I know what you're thinking. You've already seen me tonight, folks. Yes, you are. Indeed, privilege to see me an entire second time so early in tonight's proceedings.
If the Howletts weren't on the shelf right now, buddy, you'd be hitting the 70 back to St.
We
Louis.
did not take home the W a couple of matches ago, and yes, that pisses me off, but we are beyond wins and losses. We are locked in brutal combat, baby. And if you know anything about me, I like to roll 3 deep with Moonshine Mantel, Derek Neal, and usually a pissed off bald guy with tattoos. And unfortunately, the one called Manders is unavailable for some time. So I needed a new pissed off bald guy with tattoos. And I went to the roughest, toughest part of Texas that Moonshine Mantel could possibly point me towards. And he pointed me towards an old friend. The Punisher Pugilist, the Sultan of Scrap, the last bar fighter, Austin!
Dang it. I was wondering why he was out here, but he's here to introduce the newest member to his stable, the last bar fighter, Austin Reddick. Excuse me, Reddick, not Reddick, Reddick. And there he is, making his way to the ring on the recommendation, of course, of Moonshine Mantel. Austin Reddick is here for a fight and making his debut at CSW. Obviously, we all knew he was going one-on-one against Maddox here tonight, but of course, he has aligned himself with the biggest scumbag in our business, Greg Jovi. Maddox making his debut at the last show for us here. A lot of unanswered questions when it comes to the big Maddox. Maybe we'll get those answers here tonight at CSW Iron Sharpens Iron. And we got our answer. I was speculating where Coach Frost was when the Howletts were getting beat down, and this is what has been cooking in the mind of Coach Frost.
His opponent, accompanied by Coach Frost from Greeley, Colorado.
Oh man, business has just picked up. Frost has an ace up his sleeve. In the almost 7-foot-tall Maddox. And Coach has every reason to be smiling from ear to ear, knowing that the tribe just gained a big, big get. And Coach has a lot of words. Coach Frost seemed very composed tonight, considering how bad he wants to get a hold of Greg Jovi because of Miracle Violence Reborn's assault on his son. Just disgusting display. Look how big Maddox is. This kid's a stud. And the tribe is just happy to have him on board. And Austin Reddick obviously has his work cut out for him tonight. Austin throwing some quick jabs. not even frightening the much bigger Maddox. Collar elbow tie up, and Maddox just swats him off like a fly. I mean, Maddox is just a towering individual. I don't care how many bar fights you've been in. You're going to get someone the size of Maddox. You got your work cut out for you. You can have a Tyson left hook in your arsenal, and you're going to need all that and then some to take this kid down. Oh, now he's holding up the old Smith & Wessons there. Oh, suckered him in, go behind. I don't know what Reddick was hoping to do. Waist lock, and Maddox just shakes him off. throws Reddick halfway across the ring, just shaking him off from a wrist lock. Try not to laugh, folks, but that's impressive. Maddox ain't gonna let that happen. Both the right and the left are stopped by Maddox as he turns the wrist over. Oh my God! Oh my God! Overhand oh dear God! I felt that back here! Oh, Matt, we saw this last show. Maddox is about to take it a little old school, if you will. Look at the agility. Look at the agility. The focus, the agility of Maddox is something to behold. And, I mean, give it up, folks. Give it up. And Austin's chest still caved in by those chops. Has nothing to do but just watch as Maddox scales the top rope. My God, this is one of the most impressive things I've seen in my career, and Maddox doesn't want, Reddick doesn't want any part of this. And slaps on a side headlock. Nicely done by Maddox. Reddick thinking he's got something over Maddox. Oh my God, just took him out with a pounce. You can feel that in Denver. Splashes him into the corner. Austin Reddick is having a hard time getting out of the starting gate, but who wouldn't against a monster with the agility of Maddox as he just peels him out of the corner. Low angle splash, nicely done, covers him too. Reddick sneaks the shoulder up. I don't think Reddick knows where the hell he is, to be honest with you. Got his chest caved in. Went two of the most sickening overhand chops I've ever seen. Maddox just shoves him over the top rope. Maddox commanding respect wherever he goes, and the CSW faithful just eating up this young kid who has joined the tribe, the fastest growing tribe in the history of the business. Austin Reddick is saying, you didn't tell me this was a giant, and now Maddox, Austin's regretting signing this contract. He might feel suckered by Jovi. Oh! That might be the opening. Austin Knees, look at him. He's running for home plate now. He wants to go to the pay window real bad, get this match over with. Punts his ribs into the third row. To the side of the head. Choking him on the ground. Austin's gonna have to use every tool in his toolbox to get one over on Maddox, and drives a knee right into the side of the face. Nicely done by Austin. Another knee, just plants it into his face. 1, 2. Maddox gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Look at Coach Frost is fired up. He loves his new recruits. And the almost 7-foot monster, Maddox. Knee to the midsection. Trying to get him up for a suplex. To no avail so far. Oh my God, Maddox is firing right hand to this. Oh, beautiful drop kick. Right underneath the chin of Maddox. Crowd firmly behind Maddox as Austin Reddick slaps in a nice abdominal stretch, was using the ropes for leverage. Locks it in. Now he's using the ropes again. Behind the referee's back, of course. If he's a student of Greg Jovi, he's going to take every shortcut imaginable. Referee finally caught him, and Maddox is now out of that abdominal stretch with a hip toss. Maddox charging in the corner, squashing the life out of Austin Reddick. Pulls the top rope out from Maddox as Maddox spills to the outside. A guy the size of Maddox spilling to the outside is a lot different than most professional athletes. Catching yourself when you're that big and that much momentum is a feat in its own. A lot of guys tear a lot of ligaments going over the top rope like that. Referee putting the count on. Austin would love to win this via count out. That means he doesn't have to take any more punishment from the monster Maddox. And I mean monster in the nicest way, he's just a giant guy. Austin perched on the second rope waiting for Maddox to get up, drives him with a beautiful bulldog. Lateral press only gets a 2 count. Austin seems frustrated with the fact that he can't keep the big man down. Austin needs to stay on the offensive here. That's a pretty smart move back. Well, it was for a second, trying to put the big monster to sleep with a sleeper. Austin making Maddox carry his weight, and that didn't last long as he got flung over by Maddox, and there's another overhand chop. Maddox picking him up. Belly to back backbreaker. That'll rearrange your vertebrae. Maddox picks him up. Big power slam. Beautifully executed by Maddox. Maddox taking the straps down. Now Maddox is saying it's time for Austin to go a mile high in the sky with that big old choke slam. He's got him right around the throat. Oh, Austin's... And Jovi was holding the foot, of course, and Coach Frost has got a hold of him. And look at Jovi, he just hopped the railing and is out of here. Coach Frost is in hot pursuit. And look at this, Maddox picks him up, choke slam. That's it, 1, 2, 3.
9 minutes, 17 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Maddox.
Maddox making an impressive showing here at Iron Sharpen, and son of a gun! Look out, Maddox! Damn it! Miracle Violence Reborn has stormed the ring and taken. Now that he's made his alliance official with the tribe, he's paying for it at the hands of Miracle Violence Reborn as Austin runs interference on the ref. What a coward that guy is. Just got lifted up and slammed on his back with a choke slam. And now Neil firing left hands into the face of the prone Maddox. And here comes Austin picking the carcass like a useless vulture. This is disgusting. Miracle Violence Reborn is asking, I mean, they're just asking for a beating at the hands of the tribe, and retribution is coming, boys, and you better be ready. Moonshine bullying his way, getting the referee to leave the ring so they can once again have their way with a member of the tribe. Nobody can stop Miracle Violence Reborn.
Our next next contest is a tag team match with a 20-minute time limit, or rather 30-minute limit, set for one fall.
All right, here we go. Our next tag team match here at CSW's Iron Sharpens Iron is sure to be a good one.
Accompanied by Roscoe, Two Wrestling Nerds presents from Kansas City, the team of National SK Superstar Campbell Myers, the Premier.
Well, 3 peas in a pod have never looked better. Everything seems to be going good in the Leech Talent Agency camp. You see that boy SK Bishop making his way around the ringside area, as well as the premier superstar Campbell Myers, and they're both donning their Roscoe Leech shirts, showing their allegiance to their fearless leader. I mean, for one, this is a great thing to see Roscoe Leech and the Leech Talent Agency firing on all cylinders here tonight. Some slick dance moves there by the premier superstar Campbell Myers. SK Bishop and Campbell Myers have been climbing the ranks again of tag team greatness here in CSW as of late. Really, honestly, standing out as one of the premier tag teams here in CSW, and one of the teams to beat, and that's why their opponents are going to have their work cut out for them here tonight.
I got to close the window before I can close this. New York don't know how to be quiet. Man, stand up. To the side like a monkey. Keep your girl wet and my time in boxes.
And their opponents, the team of Uncle T, Solomon Tutu, and the Cajun Kid,
The Haykeepers making their way to the ring. There you see Solomon Tupu, known as Uncle T, the larger gentleman in the fur jacket and the red shorts. Not his first appearance here at CSW, but as a tag team, there you see the Cajun Kid, Shane Boucher, coming out with his tag team partner. As I said, they are the Haykeepers, and this is their debut as a tag team here in CSW. Let me tell you, this should be one hell. I need to catch some of that money. This should be one hell of a tag team match that we have in store for you tonight here, folks, at Iron Sharpens Iron. And boy, it's going to be hot in here as the action picks up. Now, all night, you can like and subscribe us on YouTube. Click that subscription and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you know whenever CSW comes out with new content. Hopefully every month after wait, I saw that SK was trying to pick up some of that extra money that Uncle T had showered the crowd with. Solomon Tupu, just a muscular, big guy, great athleticism. Has one of those deadlifting bodies, the kind that can deadlift 500-600 pounds. Shane Boucher, obviously, is going to be the look at that little muscle showdown action here to start off this tag team match. Excited to see the debut of Shane Boucher here tonight. Heard a lot about this young kid. Uncle T showing what he's made of here in this makeshift pose down that we have at the start of this contest. Looks like we're going to start off with Campbell Myers and Shane Boucher in this tag team effort, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And one has to wonder how Roscoe Leech is going to factor into this matchup now that the Leech Talent Agency is firing on all cylinders. We've seen in recent months a little bit of a lackluster managerial performance by one Roscoe Leech as he was trying to find his way or trying to find his bearings, I guess, in the world of the Leech Talent Agency. You see a big smack by Campbell Myers right across the chops, starting this contest off with a bang. Shane Boucher up and over. Great athleticism by the young kid. Nice European uppercut, follows it up with an attempted snapmare. You see SK putting the brakes on Shane Boucher. Up and over goes Shane, showing that great athleticism once again. Slides to the outside of the ring and puts his arm around Roscoe Leech. Roscoe Leech was a little surprised by, he was expecting his boy Campbell Myers to be there. Look at big Solomon Tupu. Picks him up. Big body slam with authority. Now, not quite the same effect when you have Shane Boucher trying to pick him up. Look at puts a stall on that once again. Shane, you got to get your back into it. And Solomon says, forget this. We'll do a repeat of the second thing. An assisted senton. Nicely done by the tag team of the Haykeepers. Hooks a far leg. Only gets a 1 count. Stomp to the chest. Overhand right. Tag into Shane Boucher. Solid forearm strike. Shane mounts him in the corner now. Hammering down those right hands to the adulation of the crowd. The crowd still does not like the Premier, although they've aligned, or have continued to align themselves with the more crowd-pleasing side of Roscoe Leech. Great camera work there, getting right in the action here at CSW. Iron sharpens iron. Tag into Solomon Tupu, and Campbell Myers a little worse for wear after those shots to the head. What are they signaling for here? Solomon says he might be going for an assisted moonsault onto Campbell Myers. Are we going to be able to pull this off? Shane Boucher picks him up, and no, senton splash right in the midsection. That's effective enough. Goes for the cover. Only gets a 2 count that time. Imagine that someone the size of Solomon Tupu crashing down with all their weight on your chest. Campbell Myers is definitely feeling the effects of that. Now Shane Boucher makes a legal tag into the ring. Quick tags in and out, nicely done by the Haykeepers. You can see that they're a well-seasoned tag team. Somebody like the Premier probably hasn't prepared well for a tag team like the Haykeepers. Although you'll see the tag team excellence of the Premier, I'm sure at some point in the match, and that was one hell of a Samoan drop. Solomon's dishing out Samoan drops like they're going out of style. Solomon Tupu with all the offense here. Super kicks Campbell Myers, and he drops his partner straight on his back with his own Samoan drop variation. Keep your eyes on the area, maybe the aerial expertise of one Shane Boucher as he takes to the air, almost a stage dive onto both members of the Premier. Nicely done by Shane Boucher. Shane Boucher rolls that boy SK Bishop back into the ring, hoping to capitalize on the momentum he's built here so far. Nice reversal by SK Bishop. Quick dive out of the corner by Shane Boucher, egging him on. Nice forearm shiver. Round off the apron. Kick to the face of Campbell Myers. Keep your eyes on SK, and he gets caught with a kick in the shoulder and a brutal right hand by Campbell Myers. Campbell picks him up and drops him back first. As cliche as it sounds, folks, that is the hardest part of the ring. As SK puts an exclamation point on that suplex on the apron, and now you see him antagonizing Uncle T there. Tag into Campbell Myers. Campbell, the reverse thrust kick right in the stomach, doubling over Shane Boucher. Whip over by Campbell Myers and puts on a vicious rear chin lock. Not giving the crowd what they wanted, thought he was going to kick him in the back of the head, and Campbell Myers says, Slaps on that vicious rear chin lock. Shane Boucher finding his way out of it. Campbell Myers elevates him and then punt kicks him on his way down. Nicely done. Great display of strength by Campbell Myers. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Campbell once again mocking Solomon Tupu on the outside, trying to maybe enrage the big guy. Hard forearm shiver by Campbell Myers. Quick tag into SK Bishop. SK firing another shot to the midsection of Shane Boucher. The Cajun Kid feeling the effects of the Premier's tag team excellence here in this match. SK whipping the Cajun Kid to the far side, up and not over goes the Cajun Kid. He falls back into the ring. Nice Russian leg sweep with a float over. 1, 2. And the Cajun Kid gets his shoulder up. Look at the arrogance of SK Bishop. This kid, I've seen this kid since his first match in the business. And I gotta tell you, every match, every day seemingly, SK Bishop develops more and more of an attitude. And I don't know if that's the tutelage of Roscoe, Leech, or traveling the roads with somebody like Campbell Myers, but one thing's for sure, they are not lacking confidence, is the Premier. Roscoe Leech much more active on the outside. Chop, and look at the Cajun Kid firing back. And that gets halted by a right hand from Campbell Myers. Uncle T wants in there so bad. He wants a piece of Campbell Myers, every piece of him, and SK Bishop. SK Bishop now the legal man in the ring. Choking him into the bottom rope with the knee right in the throat. Tag back into Campbell Myers, again controlling that side of the ring. A good sign of tag team excellence here for the Premier. Cajun Kid trying to find his way out of this and not having much success. Campbell Myers, oh, beautiful stomp to the back of the head after the drop to hold. 2, no. Similar type maneuver, I think, took out Gary J at the last show. A double stomp to the back of the head by SK Bishop is vicious. Cajun Kid having still a lot of fight left in him. Those educated feet. Cam Myers with a beautiful reverse elbow. Look at this. Oh, tries for a Hurricane Rana and slips out of it. Spike DDT. It's over 100 degrees in that ring. It is the dead of summer. What is SK doing? He almost flopped into the ring. And the referee did not see the tag on the other side. Oh, come on. That's what SK was doing. He was distracting the referee away from the perfectly legal tag that the Cajun Kid made. SK Bishop standing on the long hair of the Cajun Kid, Shane Boucher, fires another forearm strike into the jaw. Campbell Myers measuring his shot. Nice back fist to the ribs. You hear Roscoe Leech say, oh, that had to hurt. Roscoe, again, seeming himself on the outside. I think he's very happy that they made up an attempted X-Plex, and the Cajun Kid gets out of his shooting star to the back of Campbell Myers. Could this be the opportunity that the Cajun Kid needs to make that much-needed tag to Solomon Tupu? Almost there, just a fingertip away. And now here comes SK Bishop trying to put a stop to it, and he does for the tag at the moment. Shane Boucher misses the Enziguri. Up and over. Roll through, and there it is. There's a tag to Solomon Tupu. The big 300-pounder is in the ring. Shotgun dropkick sends SK to the corner. What is he going to do here? Cannonball crushes the wind out of SK Bishop. Hits the ropes, and Campbell misdirection, but Solomon fights his way out of it. Big clubbing blow to SK Bishop. Premier was hoping to do one of their signature tag team moves on him, and it backfired. And Solomon, the big headbutt to Campbell Myers. This guy's taking care of both of the Premier by himself. Looks like he's going for a power move of some sort, picking up SK and just slams him down. Hooks to the leg, 1, 2, no. SK kicks out. Solomon was, I think, admonishing the referee and saying maybe that was a little bit of a slow count. Solomon picks up. Campbell Myers is fighting his way out of it with elbows. Oh, pulls the top rope down, and Solomon goes crashing to the outside. Cajun Kid, nice spin kick to the midsection. Campbell lands on his feet and lands a huge penalty kick to Solomon Tupu, and there was a big reverse thrust kick on Campbell. Campbell goes crashing to the outside. Keep your eyes once again on the Cajun Kid. No, he gets stomped into the apron, and did you see his arm get caught between the bottom and second rope that could snap his arm? One of the prices you pay for, that's why they call it a high-risk move. He was going to do a suicide dive and unfortunately did not pay dividends on this occasion. Referee's up to 7. The count is 10 count here. If he gets up to a 10, both teams will be counted out. Roscoe losing his mind, telling them they need to get in the ring. It looks like SK and Solomon are the ones back in the ring before the 10 count. We've also seen a new aggressive side of SK Bishop in the last few months. Usually the less outspoken of the two has now taken the helm in aggressiveness both on the mic and in the ring. Nice uppercut by SK Bishop. Hard knee strikes to the midsection. Block on that. Nice flurry of strikes there by Solomon Tupu. Blind tag made in by Campbell Myers. I don't think Solomon saw that. Referee did though. Solomon hits the ropes, and there's the tag team specialty of the Premier, assisted flatliner. And now both members of the Premier, we've seen this from them before. This could be that stereo frog splash that they're known for. Campbell Myers mounting the top rope, up and off with the frog splash. Nicely done by Campbell Myers, makes the legal tag into SK Bishop, who does the same with a beautiful frog splash. This should do it. 1, 2, and no! The Cajun Kid comes in and breaks up the 3 count. Saves the tag team match for the Haykeepers. What an impressive debut by both Solomon Tupu and Shane Boucher as the Haykeepers. If you take the... what was that? Roscoe handed him... There's that lucky horseshoe. The referee got it. Is handing it to our timekeeper, and SK goes low on Solomon. Come on. Give the assist to Roscoe. Leech, 1, 2. No! Solomon kicks out! I thought for sure that was it. tag into Shane Boucher. Campbell Myers, nice misdirect. Oh man, spinning overhand right. Takes the Cajun Kid off his feet. Look, he's got another lucky horseshoe. Look how excited Roscoe is. I haven't seen him like this in months. He just got whipped into the horseshoe. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Haykeepers have upset the Premier. And it's because Roscoe Leech, his interference backfired in a big-time way, in a big-time match, and the Haykeepers have just upset one of the best tag teams in CSW. Congratulations to Solomon Tupu and the Cajun Kid, but that's not the biggest story here. Roscoe Leech with enthusiasm like I haven't seen with that horseshoe, and it backfired. SK rammed head first into that horseshoe, gets rolled up for the 1, 2, 3. Roscoe feels terrible about it. You can just see him apologize. He's almost in tears. Look at him. Saying, I just feel terrible about this. And look at SK. He's the one that took the pin, and everything seems fine. I guess Leech Talent Agency remains strong here. Still at CSW. Look. Everyone's happy, smiling. Roscoe, you did good for yourself. Got two guys that trust you. Even after costing the Premier such a big match, I figured the Premier would be far more upset. I mean, they were upset about Lesser in the past.
It's just to make sure they're successful. Stack them W's, you know. That's how we like.
Yeah, Roscoe's making good sense here. He's just saying he's just making sure that they get to stack those ducats. I don't know what ducats means, but Roscoe seems confident in it. Well, what's next for the Premier after losing to the Haykeepers? He's telling them I guess they're going to have a couple brews and hang out together. All is well in the Leech Talent Agency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Central States Wrestling, Iron Sharpens Iron continues with our next match, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been commentating a lot of professional wrestling matches throughout my career, and somehow this guy gets me every single time. He was formerly big and strong.
Introducing first from Austin, Texas, 175 pounds, America's sweetheart, Ethan Price.
But now, as you heard Ben Simon say, he is America's sweetheart, Ethan Price. And he says he wants it all, like his theme song says, he wants it all and he wants it now. And tonight, he's taking on Papa Lipto, making his second appearance here at CSW.
His opponent from the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, 187 pounds, Papa Lipto.
Papa Lipto coming in on that custom lowrider bike, coming into a classic, In Too Deep, Back to the Hotel. Haven't heard this song since the 90s. It's making its comeback here at CSW as Papa Lipto's theme song. The masked man from the Mile High City of Colorado made quite the impression on matchmaker Michael Strider last time out. And here he is, going against America's sweetheart, Ethan Price. I don't know much about Papa Lipto's wrestling background or anything else, but what I do know is he's an impressive athlete. And he's got his work cut out for him tonight with Ethan Price, America's sweetheart. You know, I haven't had a chance to talk to Ethan Price before this bout and ask him exactly why he went from big, strong boy to now America's. Well, now the crowd's kind of getting on him about it, but now he's America's sweetheart. Ethan Price. Bell sounded, and we are underway for the single fall singles match. And now it looks like Ethan Price wants a shake of the hands, and so we have one. He shakes the hand of the ref, and everyone's friends here during this match at CSW. All elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Both men appear to be roughly about the same size.
That was really good. That was really good.
Ethan Price maybe sarcastically telling Papa Lipto that was really good. I think Papa Lipto cares what Ethan Price thinks is good, bad, or indifferent. That's his competitor across the ring. Both men are going to try to go to the pay window here tonight at Iron Sharpens Iron. Papa Lipto backing him up into the corner. If you're asking for a clean break. And so looks like they abide. Papa Lipto holds out his hand, and Ethan Price kind of dodges it. Not endearing himself to the CSW faithful here. Collar and elbow tie up once again. Ethan Price with a go behind knee to the midsection. Wrenches in a side headlock. Papa Lipto now answers with a side headlock of his own. Flip into the ropes. Lipto catches him with a shoulder tackle. Dusts off his sneakers. Over goes Papa Lipto. Crisscross we go. Ethan Price with a misdirection. Nice shoulder block takedown. Once again by Papa Lipto. Ethan Price didn't like being on the short end of that exchange. Well, he better stay away from Papa Lipto's custom lowrider bite. Misdirection, elbow drop, missed by Ethan. Kicks the leg out from underneath Ethan Price as Papa Lipto pulls the leg out, sweeps him off his feet, face collides with the mat. Papa Lipto pulling on the top rope, up and over, driving the elbow into the spine, rolls him over, pokes the leg, 1, 2, only gets a 2 count. Drops the leg right across the neck of Ethan Price and reaches in a chinlock, a rear chinlock. Ethan Price puts his leg on the rope, forcing the hold to be broken. Smart wrestling by Ethan Price. Nice European uppercut by Ethan Price. Tries to whip him into the corner. Lipto puts the brakes on. Boot to the midsection by Ethan Price. Ethan Price reversal on the Irish whip gets sent in the corner hard by Papa Lipto. Lipto measuring his shot, misses the diving clothesline attempt. Ethan Price, from my vantage point, couldn't quite see it. It looked like a neck breaker variation. Drops Lipto on the mat. Lipto clutching the back of his head and his neck. Ethan Price pulling him in position. Lateral press. Gets a 1. Barely a 1 at that. Boot right across the eyes of Papa Lipto. Even with a mask on, that's going to scramble your marbles a little bit. Ethan Price just said he's an angel, which is bizarre. Misses the roundhouse kick. Ethan Price capitalizes, picks him up, drives him. Belly breaker right into the center of the ring. Beautiful German suplex, 1-2. Lipto kicks out. Ethan Price with a very good flurry of offense there. Staying on top of Papa Lipto. does not want Papa Lipto to make a name for himself and steal his spotlight here in
It's all
CSW.
good. Stop that. He's not getting up. No.
5 minutes elapsed in the match. 5 minutes now.
Back waistlock by Ethan Price. Papa Lipto fights out with a reverse elbow. Beautiful suplex. Nicely done by Papa Lipto. Price scatters back into the corner. Lipto with a diving clothesline into the corner. Having a little bit of fun at the expense of America's Sweetheart. Throws him out of the corner. Lipto going to the top rope. Let's see what Lipto can do up here. Nothing for the meantime as Ethan Price catches him and knocks him off that top rope. Unceremonious position. Price, nice, beautiful bulldog. Off the second rope, hooks the leg too. And Lipto kicks out. Boots him into the kidneys. Ethan Price stayed on the attack here. America's Sweetheart not acting like a sweetheart. Don't forget, fans, still to come in this broadcast, we have the 60-minute Iron Man match for all the marbles here at CSW. Nice. Oh, almost got him. Sky-high drop there by Papa Lipto. Almost got the 3 count. So we have the DWF and CSW championships on the line in a 60-minute Iron Man match later to come between Magnum Dak Draper, and the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. Nice uppercut. And Papa Lipto make that 2 in a row. Almost turning Ethan Price inside out. Papa Lipto showing some agility here, going to the second row. Reversal on the monkey flip. Nice variation on the monkey flip by Papa Lipto. Turning him inside out with that spinning kick right to the face. Could this be it for Ethan Price? 1, 2. No. Papa Lipto driving the prone Ethan Price back into the corner. Lipto signaling for something here. This is the dive off the second rope. Double knees into the chest of Papa Lipto. Ethan Price running Yakuza kick right to the face. Lipto slumped over the bottom rope here. Ethan Price trying to take advantage of it. Drops the leg over the prone Papa Lipto. Soaking in the adulation, if you will, America's Sweetheart. Well, it goes back to the bike again. I just think this is a mistake by Ethan Price. He should stay on Papa Lipto if he wants to pick up the win. He's trying to... I don't think he can ride the bike. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. He paid for that. Suicide dive by Papa Lipto. Rolls it back into the ring. Papa Lipto was not happy about him messing with his custom lowrider bike. Kick to the face. Price, he kicked the second rope to the groin. Price hasn't hooked up for that fisherman. Drops him right on his head. Fisherman's DDT. 2, 3, and that's it.
8 minutes, 40 seconds.
I believe he calls that the Star Maker DDT. Just maybe made a star out of Papa Lipto by driving his head into the mat after taking advantage of a referee distraction and low blowing the newcomer Papa Lipto. But once again, Ethan Price victorious here in CSW, America's Sweetheart. Definitely not using sweetheart-like tactics to pick up a victory here tonight.
The Leech Talent Agency would like like to remind you that tonight it is partnered with Brown & Curry Trial Attorneys, specializing in veterans appeals at brownandcurry.com. Our next contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
All right, fans, here we go for our next contest here on Iron Sharpens Iron. This is a match I'm really looking forward to. The General of the Bandana Brigade, no gimmicks, real name, Mike Outlaw, making his way to the ring.
Coming to the ring first from St. Louis, Missouri, 222 pounds. He is the General of the Bandana Brigade. Real name, no gimmicks, Mike Outlaw.
Mike Outlaw giving one of the fans his bandana. Beloved is an understatement here for the General of the Bandana Brigade here in Kansas City. From St. Louis, Missouri, Mike Outlaw is a well-traveled professional wrestler with an impressive win-loss record all over the country, not just here in the Midwest. And like I said, I've been looking forward to this match since it was announced just this last week. The original competitor in this match dropped out, and now Mike Outlaw picking up the slack as he goes one-on-one with the Phenom, the Giant Killer, Scott Tyler.
His opponent, presented by Top Tier Figures and accompanied by Roscoe Leech. From Kansas City, Missouri, 140 pounds, the Giant Slayer, Scott Tyler.
Accompanied to the ring by Roscoe Leech, as you heard. Top Tier Figures presents Scott Tyler, the Giant Slayer. That's not a moniker that he made for himself. That was what was given to him after his impressive victories here at CSW. Maybe one of the most impressive win-loss records here at CSW is Scott Tyler. Impressive nunchucking skills, as you saw on his way to the ring. And this is going to be a great match. Oh, son of a... What are these guys doing out here? That's the Premier's music. We just saw them in tag team competition. What are they doing out here? They just suffered a humiliating loss to the Haykeepers. Looks like Campbell's got something to say.
I know things got a little heated earlier, and I had to go to the back and do some soul searching, but I want you to know that because you have supported the Premier for so long, and so relentlessly, so passionately, that the Premier, relax, the Premier is going to support Leech Talent Agency. So Scott Tyler, we are here to support you, and Roscoe, we will be here in your corner for the remainder of this match. Here we go, gentlemen.
I don't know if I like this. Scott Tyler never asked the Premier to come out. Roscoe Leech, the owner of the Leech Talent Agency, never asked the Premier to come out. This has that fishy smell all over it. I'll just say that. Match is underway. Side headlock by Mike Outlaw. Scott Tyler, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the Premier. Scott Tyler, the Giant Slayer, as he's called, because most athletes, quite frankly, are slightly bigger. Tyler's a small man, but he has the biggest heart in the entire locker room of CSW. And that's how he's picked up win after win after win here. Test of strength will not go in the favor of Scott Tyler, I can tell you that much. Mike Outlaw showing his professional wrestling prowess, locking in that side headlock. Scott Tyler shoots him off the far side. Shoulder block takedown by Mike Outlaw. Again, Mike Outlaw, the bigger competitor. Mike Outlaw hits the ropes, drop down to Scott Tyler. Scott Tyler up and over, leapfrog. Beautiful arm drag, nice and deep by Scott Tyler. Look at those arm drags. Those are Ricky the Dragon Steamboat arm drags. Got a little tit for tat wrestling here. Mike slowing him down. Backslide into a pin attempt, gets a 1 count. Tyler using those educated feet, back and forth into the rib cage of Mike Outlaw. Ducks the spinning kick by Scott Tyler. Scott Tyler using that quickness to his advantage, back and forth, and Outlaw just almost dumped him to the outside. The camerawoman Adriana had to go scattering. Look at the quickness of Scott Tyler. Quad kicks, trying to stiffen up those quads of Mike Outlaw. Mike Outlaw down on the mat now after a kick to the midsection. Scott Tyler going for the cover. Outlaw not even letting that 1 count rain down. Now, Scott Tyler getting in a fighting sense. So far, the Premier have behaved themselves. Roscoe very, very happy with the acquiring of Scott Tyler as the newest member of the Leech Challenge. Just a nice roll through. It's a 2 count. What kind of a feather in the cap would it be if the new assignee of the Leech Talent Agency, if you were to pick up a victory over Mike Outlaw tonight? Beautiful DDT. Nicely executed by Mike Outlaw. Driving Scott Tyler down into the canvas. Outlaw is just such a well-traveled ring veteran. He just knows every angle of the ring, how to get out of almost every hole. And he himself has an impressive win-loss record here at CSW. And with that experience, Outlaw knows that in order to win this match, he's going to have to wrestle the match he wants to wrestle. So he's going to slow this match down. There's going to be a far more methodical pace than the high voltage, high action of one Scott Tyler. As you can see, just proving my point is Mike Outlaw locks in that rear chin lock. Scott Tyler's going to try to fight his way out of it. He does successfully. And again, Mike Outlaw puts a sleeper hold on this time. Oh, wow. That'll put him out quicker than anything. He didn't even need to drive Scott Tyler down to the canvas. That was making him carry all the weight into his neck. Closing off that carotid artery, trying to put Scott Tyler to sleep. Look at this, SK Bishop pounding on the mat. He seems to be behind Scott Tyler. I don't know why I'm always so skeptical of the Premier, but I am. And I think rightfully so, honestly. Scott Tyler firing again into the midsection. Outlaw was not letting that hold go. Scott Tyler with the clothesline across the massive chest of Mike Outlaw. Make that 2. Outlaw's not going down. This is the clothesline. Inverted atomic drop. Nicely done by Tyler. Nice kick to the chest. Crowd loves Scott Tyler here. Just loves him. How could you not? Beautiful handspring Muda back elbow. Rolls through. Kick to the chest. Scott Tyler really feeling the momentum on his side. Mike Outlaw looking kind of beside himself a little bit. Up and over goes Scott Tyler. Forearm strike to the jaw. Outlaw down to his knees. Scott Tyler putting together some impressive offense, mounting the top rope. What is he going to do here? Oh, Outlaw was ready for him. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Outlaw picks him up. No, Scott Tyler's small package too.
5 minutes elapsed. 5 minutes now.
Again, schoolboy roll up, 2 count by Mike Outlaw. Scott Tyler almost stayed one step ahead of the veteran Mike Outlaw. What an impressive outing by this young kid. springboard German suplex, innovative wrestling, and Outlaw is up. He's fired up. Oh, hit to the back of the head. Outlaw picking him up, just almost dead weighting him. Beautiful low angle belly to back suplex. Styler is up, fires back with a drop kick, goes for the cover. 2. Oh, come on. And that's a disqualification, as Campbell Myers, I knew to be suspicious of, and he curb stomped his own Leech talent agency brother. Spinning back fist, and Mike Outlaw goes down, and there we go. There's the real colors. That's what I was waiting for. The Premier showing their true colors, beating a rain check into Scott Tyler. And I think this is a textbook case of jealousy. And all is not well in the Leech Talent Agency, as Roscoe just ate 2 super kicks from the Premier, and we can safely say that the Premier have had enough of Roscoe Leech, as they're beating a rain check into their now former manager. And this was a ruse from the beginning, orchestrated by the Premier. I think they've had this planned all along, and now they're beating Roscoe Leech within an inch of his life, as if he hasn't suffered enough. Oh, come on. Premier up, what a farce, as they spit on Roscoe Leech and just stomp him into the ground. What a disgusting display. The Premier are officially out of the Leech Talent Agency. And if I could read the mind of both of those young men right now, I would say it's Premier up, Roscoe Talent Agency down. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a turn of events we just witnessed, as the Premier officially out of the Leech Talent Agency, as they delivered a pair of scintillating super kicks to the chin of their once trusted confidant. And now we're moving on to the three-way dance here at CSW.
6 minutes and 16 seconds. Unfortunately, because the Premier interfered, that is a no contest.
We hear the official announcement from Ben Simon as we get ready to see Conan Lycan taking on Dan the Dad, and second to none, Kenny Alfonso, in this three-way dance at CSW.
Is presented by Wrestling with Sales, hosted by Gerald Bentley of Dealership Rescue. It's a podcast about business, a podcast about wrestling, and you can listen to Wrestling with Sales wherever you listen to podcasts. This is set for one fall. It is a three-way match, 20-minute time limit.
I am really hyped up to see this match, because this competitor making his way to the ring has impressed me every single outing, win, lose, or draw, and that's Conan Lycan.
Introducing the first participant from Albany, New York, weighing 260 pounds, the Black Shark, Conan Lycan.
Not to mention, I really like his theme song. No, I'm not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoy this type of music, and Conan Lycan is fired up here tonight for this three-way match, hoping to get in the winning column here in CSW. Don't forget, this match is brought to you by Wrestling with Sales. And my favorite competitor, the reason why I wanted to see this match, I am going to do what they call layout and soak it in. It's Dan the Dad.
Next, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 202 pounds, your father's favorite wrestler, Dan the Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love this theme song so much. I love Dan the Dad, one of my favorite competitors in all of CSW. It's going to be hard for me to be partial here tonight. Dude, greatest theme song in the history of our sport. Yes, I said it.
Alfonso, started from the bottom, push it to the top. Alfonso, like Alfonso, exactly what I want.
And finally, from Kansas City, Missouri, 173 pounds, second to none, Kenny Alfonso.
There's a lot of wrestlers in our locker room. 3 of the best are getting ready to compete in this 3-way match. But when I think of the future of professional wrestling, sure, Dan the Dad comes to mind. Sure, Conan Lycan comes to mind. But who's the top of my list when I think of the future of our great sport? It is second to none, Kenny Alfonso. Period, point blank, the kid has got the it factor. And every time he steps in the ring is something to behold. And here we go. I think the match is underway. And Kenny Alfonso, not like him to start the match off so high. And Dan the Dad's got to get that sustenance in. Goes it to the ref. And now they're both going after the bigger Conan Lycan. Look at this. Lycan runs through the... Look how agile Conan Lycan is. That's what I like about this guy. And the Dad and Kenny Alfonso having a meeting of the minds in the corner. Look at their clothesline. Look at Kenny Alfonso. Conan Lycan, that spinning belly to back suplex. So much authority almost drives Kenny Alfonso through the ring. Dan the Dad looks like he's had enough, but sliding out of that power slam attempt. Boot to the midsection. Dan the Dad hooks him up, tries for the DDT. Lycan powers out of it. Dan the Dad, ever crafty. God, that's why I love this guy. Poke right to the eye is almost aggravating Conan Lycan. Lycan's to the outside. What's Dan the Dad doing? Oh, he couldn't. He couldn't. He wouldn't. Dan the Dad! The suicide dive. I can't believe that. He's got kids at home. Can't be doing suicide dives like that. Goading Kenny Alfonso and the ones tag team for about 0.2 seconds in this match have now broken up. Kenny Alfonso misses the kick. Dan the Dad rolls him up, stacks him on his shoulders, only gets a 2 count. Alfonso sweeps the legs out, goes for a lateral press. Dan the Dad out, sweeps the legs out. Kenny Alfonso, Dan the Dad with the lateral press. And we're out at 2. Nice roll up. Schoolboy variation by Alfonso. Missed 2 kicks, hits the 3rd. Dan the Dad gets kicked right behind the ear. I don't have my fact checkers with me, but I don't think Conan Lycan's picked up a victory yet in CSW. Like I said, he is looking to pick up a win here tonight, and what better way against 2 great competitors like Dan the Dad and Kenny Alfonso. Dan the Dad off the top rope, and Lycan catches him like a small child almost. So much power does Lycan have. Dan the Dad fights his way out of it. Short jabs right to the jaw, winds up, misses that punch, and Lycan clotheslines Dan the Dad almost out of his New Balance. Nice rising knee strike to the jaw of Conan Lycan. Keep your eye on Kenny Alfonso, misses the splash in the corner. And the Dad once again recipient of a kick behind the ear of Kenny Alfonso. Kenny Alfonso off the top rope, beautiful Hurricane Rana on Conan Lycan. Dan the Dad misses a back elbow Sends him off the far side. Keep your eye down the dad. He was going for another suicide dive. Lycan catches him out of midair. Kenny Alfonso up and over. Takes out Lycan and Dan the Dad. Rolls Dan the Dad back into the ring, wants to capitalize on the all-important momentum he's establishing for himself. Nice bring in code breaker. Love when he says, get over here like Scorpion. 2! Oh, Conan Lycan broke that up. Now sends Alfonso into the security railing. Lycan taking advantage of the prone state of both combatants. Lycan picking up Dan the Dad in a fireman's carry. Dan fighting his way out of it. Come on, Dad. Don't let us down. Dan the Dad forgot to put his weight belt on. Oh, you don't need a weight belt with a hard right hand like that. Now getting the momentum he needs. Oh, Lycan slips out of it. It's Dan the Dad in the midsection, picks him up. Looks like a razor's edge position. Dan the Dad slips out. Move to the midsection. Stunner! Lycan bounces off the second. He doesn't even know where he's at right now. Now Dan the Dad picks him up in the fireman's carry, drops him down. Looks like a Death Valley Driver variation. 1, 2. No, Kenny Alfonso breaks it up.
5 minutes elapsed in the match. 5 minutes now.
All three combatants down, spin after this hot and heavy action for the last 5 minutes, as you heard Ben Simon say. Kenny Alfonso taking on Jeremy Wyatt just a few short months ago, right here in CSW, unfortunately coming up on the losing end of that equation. But that does not deter someone with the athletic prowess of one Kenny Alfonso. He knows he has to earn his way back up to the top. And the best way to do it would be defeating Conan Lycan and Dan the Dad here. Forearm exchange in the middle of the ring by Dan and Kenny. Dan looking to punish Kenny for not taking out the trash. Beautiful European uppercut. Straight from the suburbs. Oh, pop-up powerbomb by Conan Lycan. This should be it, too. No, Kenny Alfonso trying to break up the pin, splashes Dan the Dad, picks him up. What is he going to do here? Lycan has him. Oh, my God. I don't even know what to call that. 2, 3. Oh, my goodness, Conan Lycan.
6 minutes, 30 seconds. Your winner by pinfall.
Picks up an impressive victory. Spun Kenny Alfonso out of that razor's edge like hold into a neck breaker. Conan Lycan might have changed or flipped a page here at CSW. What is he doing here? Oh, come on, Conan, the match is over. Wow. Conan Lycan extending the hand to Kenny Alfonso. Wow, sportsmanship shown here by Conan Lycan and Kenny Alfonso. It's always nice to see a good amount of sportsmanship displayed here at CSW. Conan Lycan picking up a huge first victory, and I see bright things in this man's future.
And now, for what you came to see, the main event of the evening, title versus title. This is the Iron Man match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's tonight's main event, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As Magnum Draper takes on that man, perhaps the longest reigning king of Kansas City, the Monarch Jeremy Wyatt. All the titles are up for grabs here tonight. It's 60 minutes, winner take all. Who will become the leader of the pack here in CSW? The next 60 minutes will tell the story. Draper makes his way to the ring, to the adulation of the fans here in Kansas City. The history could not be deeper between these two combatants. Interlaced as the great villains and heroes of old. Their futures, their past, their everything intertwined throughout Kansas City wrestling history. The dominant forces over this last decade are standing in the ring tonight at CSW. Iron Sharpens Iron.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 60-minute Iron Man match. Title versus title for both the DWF and Central States Championships. The wrestler who scores the most falls in the hour will be the winner. Your referee for this contest is Nick Chin. And ladies and gentlemen, we must remind you, in this match, there must be a winner. Introducing, to my right, from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing 197 pounds, he is the defending DWF champion, the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. Next, presented by Up Down Kansas City, from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 250 pounds, the defending Central States champion, Magnum Dak Draper.
As you heard Ben Simon explain the rules for this match, this will have a winner. 60 minutes, both combatants. This is a test of will, this is a test of endurance, this is a test of everything these two warriors have inside of each other. And the winner will walk away with both the DWF and CSW Championship. Let's go! It's tonight's main event on Iron Sharpens Iron. Referee Nick Chin. And the bell is sounded and we are underway. Start the timer, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour. Here we go for all the gold. Magnum Dak Draper and the Monarch Jeremy Wyatt, as I said at the beginning of this match, have a storied rivalry. Both men know each other inside and out. Both men have fought numerous times, both in the NWL and CSW. When the NWL was in existence, these two were the cornerstones, the pillars of the NWL. Every promotion that was worth a day here in Kansas City in the last 10 years has been fronted by either Dak Draper or Jeremy Wyatt. These two have a rivalry that it's like the Bulls and the Lakers. There's dynasty at stake. There's legacies on the line. Who will come out victorious tonight is anyone's guess. 60 minutes. Dak trying to fight off Jeremy Wyatt. That top wrist lock. Wyatt maintains it. Dak gets one of his own. Dak once again in phenomenal shape. He tells me all the time he is ready to go at any moment. He is a machine, both cardiovascularly and in the weight room. Jeremy Wyatt, no slouch himself, in fantastic shape. This guy, I think, from what I hear, he can do a stair climber for 90 minutes at a time and not even get winded. His cardio is second to none. His strength underrated in this business. His win-loss record unmatched. He's fought the best of the best in this business, whether it's technical wrestling or brawling. We saw the sadistic side of Jeremy Wyatt just a few months ago in that brutal encounter, that street fight with Ace Steel. We've seen him in matches going hold for hold with Fred Yehi. This guy is the complete package of a pro wrestler. Now seemingly having the upper advantage on a wrist lock, and now Draper reverses it. Not to undercount the fact that Dak Draper was a Division II college wrestler, recruited right out of college to go to the WWE Performance Center. Scouted by the legendary Gerald Briscoe. This man knows his way around the mat, and he shows it each and every time he's in that ring. We see the animosity spilling over into the opening moments of this contest. This is going to be one of the best chess matches of both of these men's careers. This is a feeling out process. They know each other so well. They're going to have to think of a move or a hold or anything that the other man hasn't seen from either opponent. Now it looks like he has an abdominal stretch locked on Dak Draper. I lost the power in my monitor, as you heard my producer say, so sorry about that, folks. There we go, power's back on the monitor. Wyatt still has the abdominal stretch locked on. You see the strength of Magnum Dak Draper trying to lift Wyatt up and over, but instead trying to reverse into his own abdominal stretch. Say that 5 times fast. Really wrenching it in. Extending the rib cage, making it very difficult for Jeremy Wyatt to breathe. That's the purpose of the abdominal stretch. When you collapse one side and open up the other, it's incredibly difficult to breathe. Now Jeremy Wyatt trying to make it over to the ropes. Now, of course, in an Iron Man match, pinfalls and submissions do count. It's just whoever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the end of the 60-minute time period will be declared the winner.
5 minutes now.
Wyatt and Draper still circling each other, still feeling each other out. Again, every match is different. Every game plan is different going into this type of match. This is much different than any match either one of these guys have wrestled before, especially against each other. I've seen Wyatt wrestle other 60-minute matches, but I can't say that I've seen Dak do the same thing. So it's going to be interesting to see what Dak Draper does to stay on top of Wyatt for the next 60 minutes, or technically the next 55. Gator roll, nicely done by Dak Draper, showing his collegiate background. Look at that. What that does right there, folks, is discombobulate your opponent. Not knowing where it's coming from, it confuses them. It takes the wind out of them, especially when you have someone the weight of Dak Draper, 250 pounds, staying on top of you like that. Now, another thing you should all notice when you're watching this match is Wyatt is always looking for an opening. His hands always moving, trying to find just the slightest gap so he can reach a hand through, he can stick a foot through. Hell, he'll thumb you in the eye to get out of a hole. He's always looking for a way out. Double wrist lock being applied by Dak Draper, as many people call it, a Kimura. Wyatt screaming in pain, obviously, from the torque that Dak Draper is putting on that Kimura, and now, obviously, Wyatt has fought his way out of it. We've seen the type of violence Wyatt is capable of. Obviously, we know he has a level of depravity that it might go even lower than his match with Ace Steel. Will he seek to those levels here tonight is yet to be seen. You can never know what kind of game plan someone like Jeremy Wyatt has going into this type of match. As you see Dak Draper working Jeremy Wyatt down to the mat, keeping nice torque on that shoulder, driving his elbow into the back of the shoulder of Jeremy Wyatt. Crucifix pin. It is 2 count. Nicely done by Dak Draper, throwing off the equilibrium of Jeremy Wyatt. Wyatt just felt the torque on the shoulder, all of a sudden was on his shoulders in that crucifix pin attempt. Wyatt reaching in a one-handed headlock, gets him out of it, and reaches on a side headlock. Overhand wrist lock by Dak Draper. Floats over into a headlock of his own. Wyatt shoots him off the other side. Big shoulder block takedown by Magnum Dak Draper. And Wyatt bailing to the outside. He wants no part of whatever Dak Draper was cooking up in his mind. What people have to understand is not only is Dak Draper a physical specimen, but he is agile. We've seen him go to the top rope. We've seen him do reverse elbows. We've seen a lot of things that are in the bag of tricks. And tonight, Dak Draper is going to have to dig deep into that bag of tricks in order to pick up the victory over Jeremy Wyatt. Dak Draper knows the depravity of Wyatt, which is why he didn't follow him outside, I would suspect. He knows that maybe Jeremy Wyatt has a slight advantage if they go to the outside over Dak Draper. Hammerlock applied by Jeremy Wyatt, leading Dak Draper around the ring, gets him down onto all fours. Smart use of leverage by the DWF champion, trying to work the CSW champion down off his base. That's what you want. You do not want Dak Draper on all fours. You want him off his base. And now applying the torque, almost a Fujiwara armbar applied by Jeremy Wyatt. Look at the torque, elevating his hips, rotating that shoulder into an awkward position. Dak Draper rolls out of that, able to find the back door on that Fujiwara armbar, exchanging big arm or wrist locks here. Hammer locks, if you will.
10 minutes elapsed. 10 minutes now.
Dak Draper has the control of this hammerlock. Wyatt again looking for a way out, elevating himself. Nice snapmare, using the momentum. Big arm drag, and Jeremy Wyatt gets fooled by Dak Draper, who comes out of the arm drag into a side headlock, and you can see the frustration on Wyatt's face. Fall count is still 0-0 if you're just tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down at the bottom if you like the content that CSW's putting out for you. Follow us on all social media platforms, CSW Wrestling, on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Look at the agility of Dak Draper faking the suicide dive and just booting Wyatt in the face. My oh my, was that a chop right across the chest by Dak Draper. Another hard knife edge chop by Magnum Dak Draper. Maybe Magnum wasn't concerned about Wyatt controlling the fight on the outside of the ring, and he looks pretty in control at this point. Wyatt shifted those guardrails once he hit it so hard. Dak slamming Wyatt's head off the guardrail. Referee Nick Chin up to 6. And Dak hits him with another hard knife edge chop. Wyatt on rubbery legs here. Magnum rolling Wyatt back into the ring after beating him from pillar to post pretty much. Bounces his head off the top turnbuckle. Another meeting of the Jeremy Wyatt's head with the top turnbuckle. Tin beats to the head against the top turnbuckle. Wyatt's down. Scrambling his marbles a little bit is Magnum Dak Draper. Now Magnum rains down hard right hands to the side of the face. And now look at Jeremy Wyatt just slumped in the corner after those 10 shots in the corner. Magnum Dak Draper in firm control up to this point so far in this match. But we are a long way from being over here, folks. There's a lot of time left on that clock. Dak Draper looking to pick up the first pinfall or submission here in the opening minutes of this contest. Hard Irish whip into the corner by Magnum Dak Draper as Wyatt's spine seems to collapse under that pressure. Stumbling out of the corner, nice knee drop by Magnum Dak Draper, hooks the leg. Really gets a 1.5 count, basically. No falls here again yet, folks. No submissions, no falls yet. Dak Draper locks on the front chancery. Trying to zap that cardiovascular conditioning out of Jeremy Wyatt. Cutting the supply of oxygen to his brain. Wyatt's fighting his way out. With the top wrist lock. Tries to whip Dak into the ropes. Dak reverse sends Wyatt head over heels over the top turnbuckle there. Wyatt spills to the outside. Referee Nick Chin putting the count on. I'm sure if he gets a count out here, that would count as a pinfall or not a victory, but one fall. That's a 6 count now.
15 minutes elapsed in the match. 15 minutes down.
15 minutes have elapsed in this match so far as you hear ring announcer Ben Simon make the call. Once again, Dak Draper locks in the front chancery. Wyatt finding his way out again in the top wrist lock position. Almost looked like he was going for a thumb in the eye, but chops Dak Draper across the chest, and Dak Draper does not look happy about that transgression. And here comes Dak Draper firing back with a series of hard chops. And look at Wyatt's body ricochet off that top turnbuckle from the momentum or from the force of those strikes across the chest. Dak Draper pulling Jeremy Wyatt out of the corner. Once again, Wyatt trying to find the back door. Finds the top wrist lock, and now again breaking Dak Draper down to his base. trying to put all of his weight on the drop of the shoulder. Up and over goes Jeremy Wyatt. Dak Draper, leapfrog. Oh my gosh, his neck whipped off that second rope. And folks, you can see that as clear as day. That is a nasty spill. I've seen many wrestlers get injured off of similar type maneuvers. Thanks be to the muscular neck of one Dak Draper. Hopefully the damage isn't too severe, but man, that's a momentum changer there. And Wyatt knows it. Beautiful neck breaker. You heard the crowd gasp audibly when they saw his neck collide with that second rope, and I think Dak Draper's in trouble. Referee Nick Chin trying to check on him. Wyatt interrupting it, actually. He wants to capitalize on maybe an injury here. Wyatt needed that opening because Dak Draper had been controlling the majority of this match, and now Wyatt knows he's got to capitalize. Double sledge right to the back. And one thing about neck injuries, folks, is you have to understand everything that Wyatt does, whether it's to the legs, to the biceps, to the lower back, you feel it in your neck. Your neck is such a stabilizing muscle. So anything Wyatt does to Draper at this point, Draper's going to feel it in that neck. Wyatt now peeling Dak Draper up off the... Dak Draper's neck is in a serious compromised position here, folks. As you saw his head just get bounced off those steps. Now look at the crank. Look at the crank on that neck breaker. Dak Draper even had his hands up trying to fight out of the neck breaker. As it was going on, we get a 1.5. Think about this, Jeremy Wyatt is also softening up the neck for the coronation piledriver. And also, that's defensive. He knows that if he takes out Draper's neck, look at Draper firing back to the midsection. He knows if he takes the neck away, he can't hit some of his signature power moves. Look at this, raining down hard elbow strikes to the side of the head. Wyatt won one of his encounters with Dak Draper by basically knocking him out with a series of strikes to an unprotected Dak Draper. Those elbow strikes were looking nasty, and Dak Draper is in a bad way here. Knee right to between the shoulder blades. Again, that's going to reverberate up that neck, that injured neck, or what we can assume is an injured neck of Dak Draper. Oh, just saw the sweat fly off there as Wyatt delivers a forearm shiver right to the spine. Of course, Wyatt can never wrestle a fully clean match. Joking Mile High Magnum over that, Magnum Dak Draper over that second rope. As you just heard, 20 minutes have elapsed in this match. And we still are 0-0 here. Wyatt is going to take his time. He wants to make sure that everything he does counts. Every move, every breath, every step, every strike pays dividends in this war of attrition against Dak Draper. The ever-popular Jeremy Wyatt taking a little bit too much time. Dak Draper storms out of the corner with a series of clotheslines. Whips him in. Dak Draper jumps over him. There's that back elbow, connects to the point of the jaw. And Dak Draper's firing on all adrenaline right now. As you see the perspiration start to cascade. Keep in mind, folks, this is the dead of summer in Kansas City. It's a hot one today. Tries to throw Dak Draper over the top rope. Dak Draper answered with a shoulder block. In for a sunset flip. Wyatt collapsed on 2, 3. That's one fall. That's one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Wyatt has scored a pinfall. The score, Wyatt 1-0 Draper.
As you just heard, Wyatt scores the first pinfall here in this match. As Draper maybe went to the well one too many times, wasn't thinking clearly. Wyatt collapsed on him, got the pinfall. Well, we are 1-0 here. Wyatt doing a little parade around the ring showing, hey, I've got one, you've got nothing. Wyatt always looking to play mind games with all of his opponents. And that's got to rub Dak Draper the wrong way. Dak was not obviously expecting, he was expecting to overpower Jeremy Wyatt at that point, and Wyatt just used his smarts, collapsed on Draper, got the 1, 2, 3. Chin was giving him the count. There is no breaks here, by the way, folks. Once you score a pinfall, we're continuing on the action. This is a 1 hour Iron Man match. There is no breaks in this match. Nick Chin once again putting the count as Jeremy Wyatt makes another route or another round around the ring, parading his one pinfall to Draper's 0, playing mind games. Now it's getting the best of Draper. He's going out outside to find Wyatt. I mean, that's annoying me. I can't imagine how Dak Draper must feel. It's like, enough already. We got it. You got the pinfall. Get back in the ring. Let's go again. Once again, look at Wyatt playing mind games, running around, keeping out of reach of Dak Draper. Playing a game of cat and mouse, and there he goes again. Our poor photographer and cameraman are scrambling for their lives as they don't know who to follow. Look at Wyatt. Wyatt playing the ultimate game of cat and mouse at this point. Or playing the ultimate game of chess. You guys decide. This is really throwing Draper off. You can tell he's irritated, and how can you blame him? Oh, misses the elbow drop as Draper tries to get back in the ring. Hard right hand by Draper. Now Draper's finally getting his hands on him. I bet he loves the way that feels. Big clothesline over the top rope. Keep your eye on Dak Draper. No. Oh, baseball slide connects to the stomach of Jeremy Wyatt. Collapses Wyatt on the apron. Now Wyatt feels good about Nick Chin putting the count on him. Referee Nick Chin up to a 4 count. Will Wyatt make it back in the ring, or are we going to have a fall in the favor of Dak Draper by count out? Wyatt stirring around the outside. Nope, Wyatt will not. Oh, he tried to slide back under. Draper drags him back in. Look at that, nice cross arm breaker. He's in the center of the ring. Wyatt's flailing like a fish out of water, trying to make it to the ropes, and he gets a toe on the bottom rope. Draper was cranking that arm. He might have pulled his arm out of his socket. Now it might be a situation, man, there's that ring general snapping the neck of Dak Draper across the second rope. Once again, knowing If he's going to pick up this victory, it's more damage to the neck that needs to be done. Look at Dak Draper throwing Wyatt off the top rope. Once again, showing that agility, going to the top himself. Elbow strike to the top of the head. Dak Draper's feeling it right now. Big body press, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Wyatt kicks out. Draper stays on the attack and drives his knee into the arm of Jeremy Wyatt. And now, we have a game plan. We have an injured limb for Dak Draper to pick apart. It's going to be really hard to hit a coronation pile driver when you've got one good arm to hold him up with. Just yanking and jerking that arm. Now trying to dislocate that shoulder. You see the sweat fly off. It's got to be 105 degrees at least in that ring with the lights. These guys are going 60 minutes. You tell me if you could get in a 105-degree ring and pick up other people for 60 minutes. I don't think so. I know I couldn't. Draper now still unrelenting on that arm of Jeremy Wyatt. Ever since he tried to lock in that arm breaker, he knew that this arm was up for grabs after that. Drives his shoulder into that second turnbuckle. Draper going for a cover. He's looking for that first fall to his favor in this matchup. Draper once again driving that arm into the mat with his knee. At some point, adrenaline had probably kicked in for Dak Draper. He's not feeling a lot of pain in his neck, but boy, he's going to feel it tomorrow. Draper slams Wyatt right on top of his arm. He had the arm hammer locked. 1, 2. And he slammed Jeremy Wyatt right on top of his arm. All of his body weight crashing on his forearm and bicep. Hammerlock by Dak Draper, picks up Jeremy Wyatt, belly to back suplex. Once again, all the impact focused on the back and the arm of Jeremy Wyatt. I think he had it hooked in that back suplex and dropped him right on his arm. No, thank you. Dak Draper now staying on the attack, staying on the offensive of that arm. Now locks in that double wrist lock again. See the positioning of Draper's body. He's really torquing on that arm. Decides to release the double wrist lock. And now, oh man, that's going to separate your shoulder in a heartbeat. Draper's, all of his weight driven back against the grain of the arm of Jeremy Wyatt. Stomping away on the bicep and the back of the tricep. Dak Draper's loving this right now. He's got to be feeling good about this. Wyatt turns into a body press. 2. No, and Wyatt.
30 minutes elapsed in the match. 30 minutes remain. Wyatt leads 1-0.
You heard Ben Simon, it's been 30 minutes. 30 minutes have elapsed in this match, and still, Wyatt's up 1-0. Oh man, Jeremy Wyatt just pulled Dak Draper off the apron and sent him crashing into the security railing. Again, Wyatt's looking for any opening he can take advantage of to try to get Magnum off of the game plan of attacking that arm. Wyatt, you can see that arm, he's hanging that arm down at his side. Oh man, almost like a Russian leg sweep type of move. Dak Draper's upper shoulders and neck go crashing in to the hardest part of the ring. Wyatt making his way to the top rope now. Draper doesn't know where he is. Wyatt, beautiful cross body block. 1, 2. Draper out at 2. And Draper collapses into the corner. Maybe the time is starting to affect Dak Draper. A mule kick to the back of the lane. Wyatt puts his feet on the second rope in the backslide. Only gets a 2 count. Some sneaky wrestling by the Monarch, but I would expect nothing less. This is the spinning back fist. Wyatt trying to go up 2-0 here. This is the clothesline. Draper off the second rope. He catches him in a neck breaker. Oh, he's gonna pick him up with that pile driver. He spiked Dak Draper on his head. 1, 2, 3, and that's 2-0 in favor of the Monarch.
By pinfall, the score: Wyatt 2, Draper nothing.
And at just over 30 minutes in this match, Wyatt picking up yet another strike in his favor as he coronation pile drove Dak Draper right on top of his head and pins him. And now he's going for a quick third strike, and Draper gets out, had enough time to recover from that coronation pile driver. Fans trying to get behind Dak Draper. Sweat, the exhaustion has got to be starting to take hold. No matter how good of shape you're in, your body can only withstand so much, folks. Wyatt collapses after striking the top turnbuckle. Kind of just oozes to the outside here. Could this be another ploy by Jeremy Wyatt, though? He suckered Dak Draper in a few times in this match. Look at the Dak Draper. We've seen him do this before, where he suplexes his opponent, deadlifts them pretty much from the outside in. And look at Wyatt, takes the leg out. Oh, dragon screw leg whip over that second rope. Now does the Monarch have yet another body part to pick upon on his way to perhaps a 3-0 lead against Dak Draper. Crowd wants Dak Draper to pick up a victory, make this, DDTs his leg. That'll hyperextend your patella, make it difficult to walk. So now, we're keeping score on the body count track here. Draper's got potentially a bad neck and a bad knee, and Jeremy's got a bad arm, and Wyatt stomping away on that knee. A magnum Dak Draper. If you know anything about weightlifting or power, where power is derived, a lot of power is derived from the lower quadrant of your body, even if you're using your biceps, your triceps. A lot of your power is derived from your quads, your glutes. And if you take away that kind of a wheel from Dak Draper, you're taking away a big part of his offense.
25 minutes remain in the match, 25 minutes left. Wyatt leads 2-0.
You heard Ben Simon, 2-0, 25 minutes remain in the 60-minute Iron Man match. There must be a winner. And at this point, Jeremy Wyatt has been a solid, he's dominated a solid portion of this match. Now, we saw this maneuver last time, this reverse figure 4 type of maneuver from Jeremy Wyatt. Really torquing on the legs, really putting that pressure on that knee that Jeremy Wyatt's been working over for the last 2 minutes. Draper did make it to the ropes and forced the hold to be broken by Jeremy Wyatt. Crowd booing Jeremy Wyatt as he was trying to trying to egg him on a little bit. Wyatt knows he's not loved in this town, but he is respected. I don't think he could want anything else. Look at Wyatt trying to drag the trying to drag him back in with the coordination pile driver. Draper uses his strength. They're both fighting on the apron now. Wyatt trying to pile drive him on the apron. He's got him up. He just pile drove him on the apron with a coordination pile driver right on the apron. That is bad news for Dak Draper. That was out of nowhere, folks. I mean, he literally almost just picked him up as soon as he was vertical. Just dropped him straight on top of his head. Incredible impact by Jeremy Wyatt. Referee Nick Chin is up to 6. Will Jeremy Wyatt get his third fall via countout here in the 60-minute Ironman? 9. And that's it. I mean, that's not it, but that is the third fall awarded to Jeremy Wyatt via countout.
Jeremy Wyatt scores a fall and leads 3-0.
Is this match over, though? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Can Draper even make it back into the ring at all? We're talking about a man's health and well-being now. Man, 3-0. Wyatt may go up 4-0 here with another countout. Six. Nick Chin's up to 6, 7. Dak Draper starting to stir. 8, 9. Almost a 10. Wow. Nick Chin almost held up 10 fingers, but Dak Draper barely makes it back in the nick of time. But now the big story here is, folks, isn't that Draper made it back into the ring. It's what is the condition of his neck. He got pile drove right on the ring apron. 1, 2. No! Got his foot up on that bottom rope, avoiding a pinfall. But what is the condition of Dak Draper's neck? It cannot be good. Wyatt hooks the leg again and only gets a 2 count. This match is continued on. One hell of a match we've had here tonight, folks. This entire card from top to bottom has been fantastic, but what about this 60-minute Ironman match? Jeremy Wyatt leads 3-0 against Magnum Dak Draper. We are more than after the halfway point in this match, and it looks to be all Wyatt. Look at the sweat. Look at the sweat just fly off Dak Draper. Figure the amount of energy that Dak Draper has spent just to get up to a vertical base. And how hot it is, folks. It is sweltering in this building. And look at Draper firing back. He's had enough. And again, Wyatt maintains control. Another dragon screw leg whip. And Draper's literally holding his neck and his knee at the same time. At this point, it might be that Dak Draper needs a mile-high miracle to pull this out. Figure 4 applied
20 minutes remain in the match. 20 minutes left. Wyatt leads 3-0.
Wyatt is gloating at this point. This figure 4 is deep on that injured leg of Dak Draper. Folks, the light is starting to fade in the Mile High City, in the Magnum's eyes here tonight, as Wyatt maintains firm control of this 60-minute Ironman match. Oh, Draper reversed it. Oh man, Wyatt is in a lot of pain as Draper reversed that figure 4, and now Wyatt back to the original position, and Magnum makes the ropes. Both men are down now as the figure 4 was put on and then reversed. Dak Draper still worse for wear here with an injured leg and an injured neck for sure. Wyatt now stalking his prey, it appears. Kicking Magnum right in the face. Now pulling himself up on the second rope. Boot to the midsection by Jeremy Wyatt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one hell of a match you're seeing right here at CSW's Iron Sharpens Iron, right on our YouTube channel. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and let the world know how much you love CSW Wrestling. Overhand right by Jeremy Wyatt. Stuns Magnum, Dak Draper. Again, you got to consider how is the exhaustion factor playing into the mindset of both of these athletes? How much more can they possibly give at almost 40 minutes gone in this match? Back elbow by Dak Draper finds its mark right into the eyebrow of Jeremy Wyatt. That'll split an eyebrow real quick. Jeremy Wyatt picking his shot, making sure that every ounce of energy he expends from here on out is important enough or good enough to possibly pick up yet another pinfall or submission fall in this matchup. Wyatt trying to pick him up. Dak's got him up, but falls back down again. The neck has got to be playing a factor in this match. Wyatt trying to drape his neck over that top rope, but Draper put a stop to it. Sunset flip attempt by Eddie, collapses on him again, holds the rope, and that time Nick Chin caught him. Draper rolls him over, has him trying to roll him over in that submission hold. Oh my God, wow, he just made Wyatt submit with a stretch muffler.
Scored a fall. Wyatt leads 3-1.
Imagine the amount of torque and strength that took for Dak to literally, it wasn't just a normal stretch muffler, folks. He had him elevated off the ground and was wrenching him up in the air. What an impressive submission by Dak Draper. From my camera angle, I apologize, folks. I could not see him tapping out, but he did. And now here we sit, 3-1. Dak Draper still down by 2 falls in this 60-minute Iron Man match here at Iron Sharpens Iron. Don't forget, folks, this is for both the CSW and DWF Championship, winner take all. Draper elevates him, drops him spine first on the hardest part of the ring. 2. You can tell Draper's still feeling the effects of this match up to this point. His neck, his knee, his back, everything has got to be on fire right now.
15 minutes remain in the match. 15 minutes remain. Wyatt leads 3-1.
Pure exhaustion has to be setting in at this point for both competitors as Draper drives his knee into the side of Wyatt's knee. Now that is the knee that he had the stretch muffler locked in on. Now really wrenching his quad. Now Draper DDTs Wyatt's leg, trying to hyperextend that knee too. Wyatt trying to shake some feeling back into that leg. Now, seems like the momentum is kind of shifted on the side of Magnum Dak Draper as he pries Jeremy Wyatt off the canvas. Locks in that gut wrench, could be looking for the Mile High Bomb, but Wyatt puts a stop to that. Now hammering the quad. Same leg, of course. That was compromised early in this match, and Wyatt just throwing everything he has, all of his weight, into that haymaker, into the back of the leg of Dak Draper. Wyatt using every part of his body. He's headbutting. He was headbutting his leg, for God's sakes. And Magnum back on the offensive, hooks him into that gut wrench position. And Wyatt once again fights out with those hammering fists to the back of the leg. And you can just see all the momentum he's putting into those shots. He's trying to make sure that not only does he win this match, but he changes Dak Draper. He wants to make sure Draper doesn't come at him for a rematch for a very long time. 1, 2, no! Wyatt sneaks the shoulder out just in the nick of time. Draper once again locking in that gut wrench. Look at the strength of Magnum Dak Draper. Shaking Wyatt back and forth, almost like a reverse bear hug. And just drops Wyatt unceremoniously. Now Wyatt's grabbing his knee, because when he dropped him, he dropped right onto his knee. Dak Draper, both of these men have to be so exhausted. Even referee Nick Chin, I mean, think about that. He's been in there as long as they have. It's super hot in that ring. Wyatt looked like he was going for a backslide. Spinning back elbow. Draper claps on top of it. 1, 2. No! Wyatt kicks out. Man, oh man. We are still at 3-1 in this matchup. Going into extra innings here at CSW. But there must be a winner. This is the 60-minute Iron Man match. Iron sharpens iron, our main event. Draper elevates Wyatt onto the top rope. Draper may be looking for a big superplex here, trying to put an exclamation point and pick up another fall. Wyatt fighting his way out of it. Wyatt seems to still have some gas in that tank, which really isn't surprising considering Jeremy Wyatt's a machine. What a move by Jeremy Wyatt, just sunset flip bombing, using that momentum to plant Dak Draper in the center of the ring, or close to the center of the ring. And see, folks, we usually see Jeremy Wyatt skin the cat there to go to the top rope, but instead he rolls through and almost picks up another fall. But Wyatt didn't even have the energy to skin the cat to the top rope for his textbook elbow. And look at that, Draper drives his arm and his shoulder down with a DDT. It seems like Draper has one move, Wyatt answers with 2. Draper has 2 moves, Wyatt answers with 1. This really is a game of human chess, and you're witnessing it right here on YouTube. Clothesline, you see the sweat and kids flying off.
10 minutes remain. Wyatt leads 3-1.
10 minutes remain in this matchup. Wyatt misses that clothesline. Draper, oh, spins him out with a beautiful belly-to-back suplex. Wyatt almost wisely worms his way out of the ring. That could have been a fall. The momentum that Draper drove Wyatt into the mat with was impressive. Draper knows it's his time to strike if he wants to try to gain some some advantage, if you will, or pick up another fall against Jeremy Wyatt. And there he goes. He elevates it with a superplex into the ring, and Draper rolls through. Picks him up, gut wrench, mile high, Dr. Bob, 1, 2, 3. And now we are almost even. Dak Draper
has scored a fall. He trails 2-3.
Instead of blowing my voice out, I let Ben Simon take care of that. As you heard, Dak Draper now has 2 falls to Jeremy Wyatt's 3, and he closes the gap and inches closer to Jeremy Wyatt. And there seems to be life left, and now he's going for that standing stretch muffler, but Wyatt fights his way out of it, rolls through, stacks his weight up on Jeremy Wyatt, or excuse me, at Dak Draper. Draper out at 2 3/8. Jeremy Wyatt rotates him over. Scorpion death drop, nicely executed in the center of the ring by Jeremy Wyatt. Man, what a match we're seeing here tonight. 1, 2, no! Oh my God, that was close. Think about this, folks. We are just mere minutes away from the 60-minute time limit. And again, there must be a winner in this match. Can you imagine if we're tied up at 60 minutes? This match could go all night, ladies and gentlemen, and you're witnessing a classic wrestling match between 2 of the best in our sport. Draper rolling through, using the momentum, picks up Wyatt. Looking for the Magnum KO. He hits it, and Wyatt, I don't know if that was momentum or Wyatt wisely rolling to the outside, preventing a sure pinfall by Dak Draper. But could this be in the favor of Magnum Dak Draper? Could this be another fall in his favor if Jeremy Wyatt gets counted out right now? Nick Chin up to 7, I believe. He is. 8. Wyatt showing signs of life. 9. Can Wyatt make it? And he crawls back under the rope before the 10 count. You see Dak Draper still holding his legs, still holding his neck. We are almost, I mean, this is over 50 minutes right now, ladies and gentlemen. Over 50 minutes, these 2 warriors are going toe-to-toe. Dak firing away, Wyatt up kicking. Dak right in the face. Dak firing back. Headbutt by Wyatt. This is just a slugfest at this point. These men are spent. These men are exhausted. Both men back up to a vertical base. Wyatt's arm limply hanging at its side, able to throw a forearm strike. Dak answers with one of his own. Wyatt just slugging it out, throwing all of his weight into that one. Overhand chop by Draper. You see the sweat, the perspiration just cascading off of their chest every time a shot's fired. Draper able to put 4 good shots together, but Wyatt sneaks behind him. Draper reverses it. They're going tit for tat with these waist locks. Oh, Wyatt drives him with a DDT. Jake the Snake would be proud of that one. Spikes Dak Draper.
In the match, 5 minutes left.
And
Wyatt leads 3-2.
And we have the 5-minute warning here, ladies and gentlemen. And if I think I'm tired, I cannot imagine the exhaustion that these 2 wrestlers are going through right now. And we've got 5 minutes, and there must be a winner in this contest. Referee Nick Chin putting the count on both wrestlers. The chant Draper's win rings through the arena. These people are still with this match, ladies and gentlemen. nobody is sleeping on their hands here, or sitting on their hands in this one. Chop right across the neck and the shoulder of Draper. Wyatt going to the top rope, Draper firing back. I don't know what Wyatt was doing trying to go to the top rope, but he's got something in mind, fighting Dak Draper off. Headbutt to the side of the head goes Dak Draper. Draper making his way up to the second rope. Picking him up in a fireman's carry. Is he going for a super magnum KO? This would put Jeremy Wyatt out for sure. And it is magnum, super magnum KO. Draper's got this. 1, 2, 3. We are all tied up. 3, 2, 3.
Dak Draper has scored a fall. The score is even at 3.
That super magnum KO put the finishing touches on that fall for Dak. Dak is taking down his knee pads. The crowd is feeling it is Draper's time to win.
3 minutes remain in the match. 3 minutes left.
I've got chills running up and down my spine. I can feel the electricity. People want Draper to unify these belts and unify CSW under him. What the hell is going on here? I heard a commotion. What the hell? Woody Howletts fighting Moonshine Mantel. What the hell is going on here? The bad blood is spilling over into our main event. Woody Howlett putting a beat down. He must have found Moonshine Mantel in the back. Wait, is that, I see a Naya. Is that Nanaya I see? What the hell is going on here, folks? I heard outside of my broadcast booth like some commotion, and then all of a sudden these two behemoths come colliding through the door. Wait, what the? Anaya and Derek Neal come from the back. They were fighting the concession stand, apparently. My God, what is all hell is breaking loose here at Iron Sharpens Iron. And Jovai's family is now assaulting Anaya in the aisleway. And Big Maddox has come to the aid of the Howletts, the newest member of the tribe. Has come in
the match. 60 seconds left.
Right, and Draper disposing of Austin Reddick, excuse me. And he tried to use the belt, but to no avail. Wyatt tried to use the title belt, and Reddick hits Draper. This is chaos, folks. Comes to 2. No! Draper kicks out! Draper kicks out! He will not lose tonight! Wyatt stays on top of Dak Draper. He's trying to choke him out. We're under a minute, folks. We are under, I think, under 30 seconds here. And Draper fighting for his life here. 10 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Wait. He was out. He was out.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? At 59 minutes and 59 seconds, referee Nick Chin has determined that Dak Draper has passed out in the hold. Therefore, a fall by submission for Jeremy Wyatt, the winner, 4-3. And now, the DWF and Central States champion, the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
59 minutes and 59 seconds, Wyatt ekes out a victory over the mile-high magnum, Draper. He's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt is your unified CSW champion, and it's undeniable. He took advantage of chaos in the main event as the feud between Jovi and his family and the tribe spilled over. He took advantage, he saw an opening, and he did what he had to do to secure the victory. Jeremy Wyatt is King of the Mountain here in CSW. At 59 minutes and 59 seconds, it does not get any closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight for Iron Sharpens Iron, where we have witnessed an absolute classic of professional wrestling. If you're not watching CSW, shame on you. I'm Ben Miller. I will see you next time. Good night and good fight.